Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, bringing you another Hearthstone video, this time focusing on Secrets Paladin. Now, I have featured a couple of Secrets Paladin decks on my channel previously, however, this deck's pretty different, and I'll get to that in a minute. Why is this deck special though, and why am I featuring this in a video with commentary? Well, at the start of this season, this Secrets Paladin deck gave me my best win streaks that I've ever had, and within a couple of hours I was able to rank up pretty easily, going from rank 17 all the way up to rank 6. It didn't take very long at all. Now, some of you will be listening to this thinking, oh, it's Secrets Paladin, of course it's going to be quick to rank up with. Well, I've had mixed success with other Secrets Paladin decks, and in these first couple of days of trying to rank up, this deck has given me more success than any other deck. And now that brings me on to the structure of this deck. Why is it different? Why is it special? It doesn't run Secrets Keeper. Secret Keeper is a card that can be very, well, useless in the end game. If you draw it and there are no secrets to go with it, it can be a useless card. So this deck focuses on minions that will offer you value. You've got your early collection of secrets to go with Double Mysterious Challenger, and then you've got minions like Shredder, Lotheb, Dr. Boom, and Tirion for that late game. And they provide that sort of that structure in the late game that can help you dominate the board. Divine Favour is really good for drawing cards. There's a True Silver Champion, a Cog Hammer, which are really good weapons. And there's the usual Knife Juggler Muster for battle combo, with a Blessing of Kings for some burst when required, either for trading or going face. So, yep, this deck, really interesting, really useful. It gave me, as I say, my best win streaks that I've ever had, so I had to feature it. Now, the games in this video will showcase sort of my journey. Here's starting off at rank 15, and we'll be going all the way up to rank 6. Okay, and that's my showcase, and we'll be looking at games against different classes, okay, a whole range of different classes and how you tackle them. This first game is against a warrior. I'm rank 15, he's 14. Here's what's really important. Noble Sacrifice, already procced there. It procced once, and it's procking a second time, and that is how you beat a warrior. If you can get double Noble Sacrifice up, it's really difficult for them to sort of get a foothold on the board by clearing your minions with their weapons and then playing their own. Double Noble Sacrifice lets your minions survive, and then it lets you go face and get that victory. And that's what helped me in this game. Double Noble Sacrifice was the game-winning tool. It sort of negated his Death Spite weapon. So, obviously there with a Mysterious Challenger, I'm going to just draw cards, and again, the disadvantage of being a Control Warrior here is that you do store up those cards in your hand. Well, that just lets me draw cards. But yeah, with the weapon, it's lethal, and there we go, beating a Control Warrior. Control Warrior, quite often though, one of your harder matches. In fact, it's a hard match for most classes, because with you know, the Grand Tournament, they did receive a few interesting additions in terms of cards. Bash, for instance, is really good against aggro classes. So Control Warrior, quite a challenging class to play against, but there I got lucky with the Double Noble Sacrifice. This next game is against a Warlock. So we're at rank 13.
Weapons ready.
And it's a Zoolock in this particular game. We see the Nerubian egg there. Strategies against Zoolocks. Well, my Muster for Battle is going to be quite useless next turn, because that egg, well no, he's going to buff the egg up himself. He's going to clear my juggler. Zoolocks can be very aggressive. Yes, they do go for board control. They're not face decks. They go for board control, but they can be super aggressive. And in just 2 or 3 turns with, you know, Void Callers and Void Terrors, they can build up really frightening boards that you can never recover from. So starting off here in these first few turns, he's got his 4/4 on board, and I've got some board presence, but it's not looking great because he's just played an Imp Gang boss. And that's going to contest all of my minions. And there's the Mortal Coil. So he values the board. As you can see there, he's a good Zoolock player. He traded with my 2/2. And then he used the Mortal Coil. And he's going to look to get even more value out of his Imp Gang boss, the 2/4. So I need to think here. I've got 4 mana. What can I do? Consecration. Does that really do anything here? I'd have to trade in my 1/1s into the 2/4, and then I'd have to consecrate. So instead, what I am considering now is, do I use Blessing of Kings? Blessing of Kings can get me a clean kill. So a clean kill on the 2/4, okay, and then it just spawns an imp, which is fine. And I can just trade. And now I have board control. So with Zoolock, you're trading board control. That's essentially what you're doing. And there's the implosion. Please roll for 2. Nope, it rolls for 3. Okay, thankfully, I have consecration. So now, once again, we're going back to trading of control of the board. Who has board control now? Well, I'd argue that I have, because I've got a weapon and repentance. So whatever he plays, hopefully it's something big, goes down to 1 health. Let's see if he can play around it. Right, he plays the juggler. That's good. I can kill that on the next turn. Okay, so... And then the creeper. Okay, gets a juggle. That's fine. I'm still going to have the board next turn. See, I'm going to have board control. So I'm going to kill the juggler. It had 1 health, and here comes the challenger. Who am I? None of your business, says the mysterious challenger, and there's the collection of secrets. I would argue it's going to be really difficult for the Zoolock to come back from this now, unless there's a big game hunter. So if he attacks with the Haunted Creeper, procs the Avenge. If the mysterious challenger gets buffed up, he can utilise a big game hunter, for instance, to kill it and get tremendous value and potentially get the board back. However, if you look at my hand, I have Divine Favour. I can draw some more cards next turn, depending on how much he plays this turn. And then in turn 8, there's Tirion. For the Secrets Paladin, this is sort of the dream hand. You can get card draw, you've got Redemption to bring back a big minion, and you've got Tirion, who could be that big minion that you bring back from the dead. Okay, and that's all he did. He played the Imp Gang boss, and I have a 7/7 on the board, uncontested. Now, let's think about card draw. No, Lothar, much better here. Now, what do we do? Do we trade, or do we go face? 7 damage to the face versus trading into the Imp Gang boss. I'm going to trade. Some of my viewers watching this will probably say that's a mistake. However, I'm aware of what I'm up against. I'm up against a Zoolock, and it scares me leaving him up with 10 health. It really does, because Zoolocks can do amazing things. They really can. He could have got a Defender of Argus up, and he could have got some value in other ways. I'd rather not give him tauntable options, particularly if I'm leaving him at 10 health to play with. It's still a lot to play with. He can tap and draw into power overwhelming. There are all sorts of things he can do, and I'd rather not leave a minion on board if I have to. And there's Dr. 7, or Dr. Boom, contesting my Dr. 6, the mysterious challenger. Of course, if I'd gone face last turn, I'd have lethal now. But then, you know, hindsight is a wonderful thing, isn't it? And here I'm saying, fine, okay, I admit I probably should have gone face last turn. But do you know what? It doesn't matter, because there's Tirion. Even if you kill my Tirion, you need Mal'Ganis to protect you, or you need a taunt. If you don't have any of those things, or a heal, if you don't have any of those things, you're dead next turn, regardless of what happens. If Tirion survives, you die. If Tirion dies, you die too. And guess what? I've got redemption. I can bring something back to life. You know, something big back to life. So there goes the boom bot. Noble sacrifice. Where will the bomb go? Lotheb absorbs 2 damage. Good on Lotheb. Being a nice tank there. Okay, so there's redemption. Mr. Get Down comes back to life. Tirion is now a 9/8. Good luck dealing with that. And there we go. So, bit of debate there. Should I have gone face on that earlier turn, or should I have traded? It didn't matter either way because I had Tirion. So yeah, rank 13, beating a Zoolock. Okay, another rank 13 match, but this time me facing a rank 11 Druid. Now, Druids are really interesting because after TGT, they got some really nice cards. Living Roots, Denarth's Aspirant. Those are cards that gave them tremendous early game. So let's see what we're up against here. With the Leponome being played, I reckon this is an aggro Druid. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to coin a mini-bot, I'm going to play a Redemption. Now, this is really strong with Secrets Paladin. There's a little technique here. If you get Redemption in a mini-bot, usually keep Redemption in the opening hand, because bringing a mini-bot back to life is ridiculously strong. Ridiculously strong. So there we go, Redemption with the mini-bot. Now, I recorded somewhere in the region of about 60 games with this deck. I believe in this video you're only seeing 9 or 10 of them, but yeah, I recorded approximately 60 games and I just picked a few of them, taking me through the different ranks, featuring different classes and how to play against them. So we've already seen a game against a Control Warrior, we've seen a Zoolock game, and this is an aggro Druid game now.
Unleash the beast.
Okay, he's not trading, and he knows, he's probably suspecting repentance, and he's probably thinking to himself, if I trade, I don't want to give the Paladin a mini-bot back. But you know what? I'm now saying, you didn't trade, I will trade for you. And repentance, sorry, not repentance. What am I talking about? Redemption. Sorry, I think I've been getting that wrong for the last couple of minutes or so. No, it's redemption. I'm so sorry. He's being super aggressive here, super aggressive, and I'm actually in danger of dying because I'm at 15 health. So this is a Druid, and turn 9 combo will kill me, more than likely at this rate. So I need to trade. So I've used Kings there. I've used Blessing of Kings. And, yeah, and I've traded. Sorry, I was getting caught up in the moment earlier, calling Redemption Repentance, getting confused. No. So, yeah, it is Redemption. The mini-bot comes back to life. And there's the Keeper, safeguarding the land. Okay. True Silver Champion here, an efficient trade, an efficient kill, that's fine. I'm at 15 health, I'm 1 out of combo range for turn 9, combo will do 14. So I need to try and kill this guy as quickly as I can. And there's Dr. Boom, and the Druid is probably hoping that Boom does some damage to my face. If Boom does damage to my face, I'll drop down below 14, and turn 9, I'm probably dead. He has 4 cards in hand. I have to assume that one of those cards is combo, or one half of the combo at least. But I've got the full Christmas tree there, and I can afford here to go face with the weapon just to get some damage in. And I'll make a 1/1 just so that when my secrets are triggered, some of these buffs and effects are going to be spread through the board, hopefully. Yeah, so Noble Sacrifice should look after Dr. Boom.
Put this apple on
There's Repentance, so reducing a minion's health to 1. Again, apologies, I got it confused with the Redemption earlier. Oh, very lucky juggle there, but Avenge procs.
A natural mistake.
And now I've got to ask myself, do I have lethal? So this has very much been a race against this druid. It really has been. Right, there's Noble Sacrifice. Get down. He's going to take 2 damage. Should he have used the Dr. Boom there to avoid taking 2? I mean, he even values trading there with Dr. Boom. That's really, well, it's important, so he doesn't die. But there we go, and that's it. Racing an aggro druid. Racing them down. And it is an aggro druid, because he played Leopard though. Thankfully, we didn't see a Fel Reaver. Well, that would have been interesting. And there we go. So, yeah, as I said to you before, this deck has gave me one of my best value streaks that I've ever had in Hearthstone. You know, I had 2 or 3 amazing win streaks that within, you know, a few hours of play just took me straight to rank 7, I think, or rank 6.
I will fight with honor.
Okay, this next game, it's against a, we're going to showcase a game against a hunter. Now, sorry, a warrior called Hunter. That got me confused for a second. Yeah, it's a warrior who's calling himself Hunter. Anyway, this game's really interesting because it's a Mech Warrior. Now, you don't see those very often. They are quite a rare sight. It's usually OTK Warrior, Patron Warrior, that being the new Patron Warrior after the Warsong nerf, or Control Warrior. You don't usually see Mech Warrior. You tend to see them at lower ranks, you know, rank 18, rank 17, rank 15. Bit surprised seeing it at rank 12 here, but okay. It can still be very effective though. Mech Warrior can rush you down, a bit like Mech Mage. If they get the right combos of cards, they can really rush. Similar again to Mech Shaman. With the right combos, the right mechs, drawn in the right order, you can win your game within 5 or 6 turns. So quite a difficult decision here. I really don't want to give him value on my juggler, because my juggler is important to me. But I had to play something on turn two, on that earlier turn, so on turn 1. So I played the juggler because I needed to contest the board. And then turn 2 hero power. Yeah.
Reporting justice. The battle.
Okay, so muster for battle there will hopefully contest his board. I'm still lamenting on whether the coin juggler was worthwhile. I think it was. I think it was. Because it was designed to contest his 1-3 earlier. But now, looking at the board, I'm in a bit of trouble here. Here's a 4/4 Mech Warper that's going to enable his other mechs to be sort of thrown out onto the board at a cheaper cost. That's not good for me. So I've got to consecrate here. I have no choice. 4 mana, consecration on turn 4. You're playing on curve, and we can clear some things. We can clear the Mech Warper at least there, which is really important. So his mechs aren't cheapened. That's the whole idea. He's running out of cards though, and I can clear his 2/2 there with my weapon and my Silverhand Recruit, and I can contest his Shredder too, depending on what I want to play. I think Lotheb is the stronger play here, although a Shredder and Noble Sacrifice is also pretty good. Or even better, actually, Shredder and Repentance. And that's sort of a last minute thought there, because Repentance, I can kill whatever comes, whatever he plays with my weapon. Okay, he doesn't play a minion. That's a shame. He plays his own weapon. Okay, so my strategy there of killing a minion, a 1 health minion, you know, a minion that would have had its health reduced to 1 health because of Repentance, being able to kill it with the Light's Justice, that strategy has just gone out the window, but it's okay. I can trade. Oh, wow. Gets a Totem Golem. Really? Really? Okay, I get Vitality Totem. Okay, that's fine. We're going to heal. And we're going to block. We're going to block some damage here. We're going to block some damage, hopefully. Let's see what he does first. Let's see what he attacks with first. Whether he attacks with the weapon or the minion. Okay, I think he's making the right call there. He's attacking with the minion. He's going into Noble Sacrifice. Get down comes down. He's waiting to see if that other secret would proc. No. He's probably thinking it's Repentance now. He probably knows. He does the smart thing. He attacks into Lower Third. He clears Lower Third. Kokorin Elite goes down to 1 health, but I don't think he cares, because he's going to... Yeah, well, he's used it as a charge effect, so it's got some value already, so it doesn't matter. Even if I were to kill it now with my Light's Justice, the Kokorin Elite has just got value, so it's fine. Okay, is it time for Dr. Six, the mysterious challenger? Questions. Well, what's the other play? Playing the mini-bot and a couple of secrets. What's stronger? Dr. Six is stronger. What's really important there is we've got Noble Sacrifice. And I'm just going to play Competitive Spirit. I'm just going to play it. I think every bit of damage is now going to start counting. And... what's the likelihood that I'm going to be able to maintain a big board from this point onwards? You know, I don't have many minions in hand, so I may as well just play Competitive Spirit. Hope he attacks in with something now. No, okay. Alright, so... we're just going to play our hand. And we're going to mill him as best as we can. Well, there's a second Fel Reaver gone. That is pretty good. Can he kill me? Yeah, he probably can.
Stop asking questions.
Especially if you count weapon damage. So we're going to trade. We're going to get a value trade there. I'm now saying to him, you need to attack. You need to attack. No. Okay. Attack with your 4-1. Kill it off for me. Go on. You know you want to. Nope. He attacks with the Fel Reaver.
Get down!
And there's Get Down. Okay, so I've just avoided taking 8 to the face. Just doing our absolute best to mill him here. I think it's so important. Debating on what to put kings on. Putting it on the Divine Shield and minions, always a good shout, always a good call.
Weapons ready.
And we're going face. Of course we can. We have 16 health. How's he going to kill me? This is the question. How's he going to kill me? Alright, there's a weapon. That's fine. Right, that's really good for me. The Death Rattle from the Death Spite only does 1 damage, so it's not enough to proc the egg. And we just go for this. Right. He needs a way to enable that egg to make some form of trade, but I don't think it's possible. I think it's over now, more or less. He's actually tanking the mini-bot. Wow. And it's over. And there we go. Mech Warrior. A fun match. Fun match. Okay, heading into our next game now. So we're rank 10, and we're going up against a Shaman. Now, Shamans are really interesting classes to play against. The games themselves can just become super grindy. What I mean by that is, they have board clears, they have hexes, they've got ways of dealing with your minions. And so it can just become quite drawn out if they get the right draws at the right time. And yet, regardless, Shaman is still considered to be, I think, one of the weaker classes in Hearthstone. Despite getting a few buffs and improvements from TGT, they're still considered to be quite weak. Which is interesting, you know. So here it's turn 3. I can either go for Muster for Battle, or I can go for a Juggler, or I can go for a Coghammer. Now, I'm scared of Lightning Storm. I fear Lightning Storm. So do you know what? I'm just going to play my Secret and a Dude, and I'm just going to set myself up for a future turn. I think some of you watching this would say, well, that's a misplay. You should have done Muster for Battle and risked the Lightning Storm, or should have played Juggler. But I'm afraid of a Rockbiter. I'm going to take things slowly, because he's taking things slowly. Well, actually, no, he's just coined out a Shredder on turn 4. He's now picked up the pace. Sorry, coined it out on turn 3. So he's now picked up the pace immensely. I do have Noble Sacrifice, though, and I think it's going to be worth playing, because it's going to hopefully hold off that Shredder for 1 turn. The Divine Shield goes onto the 1/1, which is fine, and I'll just go face. So, in our hand, we've got the Juggler, and we've got the Muster. Now, I think it was worth holding on to those 2 cards and not playing them early. Considering what I said earlier about Shaman games being quite sort of grindy and quite long, you do want to hold back and make sure you don't run out of cards too early, because when those board clears start happening and your board just gets wiped away, and then you look at your hand and notice there's nothing else left to play, you're in serious trouble. So that's why I'm taking things slowly, because I've been wiped out by Shamans before, and it's just not fun when you overcommit to the board and then realise you've got nothing you can do, nothing to play, that your hand is empty, that you're running out of cards. So that's the reasoning behind taking things slower. Dr. 6 will be really good for next turn. That's, you know, such a tremendous advantage that it'll give me next turn. For the time being, though, I need to focus on clearing the board. And that's what we're doing here. The egg is quite threatening. We've got to proc it. No choice in that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to play Muster. Now, the Juggles, where will you go? Okay, maybe I should have cleared the 2/2, the Argent Protector. Maybe I should have cleared that first before playing Juggler Muster, but it's okay. This board presence is pretty good. I am once again fearing a Lightning Storm. However, I've got Dr. 6 in my hand, so even if there is a Lightning Storm, and this trade would suggest that there is going to be a Lightning Storm, Okay, didn't get lucky with the juggles at all there. That was really bad. But yeah, Lightning Storm here is actually okay. And the reasoning is I've got a threat that I can play from hand next turn. If I didn't have anything decent in my hand for next turn, overcommitting on the board can just be a terrible mistake because there's nothing to replace your board with. But Dr. Six giving me the full Christmas tree here gives me something, is a decent option to play. And now I'm in command of the board again. And I've got double Shredder in hand, which is just a tremendous way to refill the board. Although that'd be a turn 8 play, so we'll see. We'll see what we draw into next turn. Very smart of the Shaman there, playing the Rubian Egg to counter my my Repentance there. It's going to make it easier for that egg to proc, perhaps, and to give him the 4/4. Okay, so Competitive Spirit. There we go. You see, Dr. 8. Tirion. Okay, so sometimes against a Secrets Paladin, you don't want to attack with your minions, because if you attack with your minions, the secrets, they proc. And the Paladin opponent just ends up with a better value board, even after you've attacked with your minions. It's just really bad, so you don't want to attack sometimes. I traded with Dr. Six there, with the Mysterious Challenger, because once again I value board control. Even though I've got secrets up, I still value it. There's Dr. Boom, or Dr. 7, as we like to call him. So in this match, we've got Dr. 6, Mysterious Challenger, Dr. 7 is Dr. Boom, and Dr. 8 is sitting in my hand, Tirion. Okay, so I've got a number of questions here. How do I go about trading? Do I want to go face with anything? Or do I just want to concentrate on trading? Well, I'm going to go face with Dr. 6. That was really good. That was fine. I probably should have used my weapon to attack the Boombot there, but it's okay. It's fine, really. I mean, what's he going to do?
Put your faith in the light of justice.
Yeah, maybe I should have used my weapon to attack the Boombot. And then maybe I could have gone face with the Shredder. Maybe it wouldn't have died. Okay, so maybe it was a misplay on my part. But actually, at this juncture in time, I don't think it matters unless he's got a Hex on Tirion. If he has a Hex on Tirion, he can come back in this game. If he doesn't, he's in serious trouble. Okay, Rock Biter Weapon. What are you going to throw that into? Okay, so you killed the little taunt. There's Feral Spirit. So 2 taunts to block the way. Oh, Earth Shock on Tirion. Doesn't matter. Tyrion's still a 6 attack minion. And you've still got a 10 attack Mysterious Challenger to deal with. And I've just found Blessing of Kings. Okay. Is there any way now of getting lethal? Given my slight misplay earlier with the Shredder. Maybe I could have had an extra 4 to the face on that earlier turn then, so... Do you know, it's interesting how small mistakes can add up, cost you the game. Okay, let's just think about this. Those 2-3 taunts are confusing my brain.
Shields up. Red alert.
Reporting for duty.
I don't think there was a way of getting lethal. I don't think there was, no. So yeah, we just got to trade. That's fine. And now I've got to decide, do I kill Boom or do I go face? He has 14 damage on board. No, I've got to trade. How different a story would this have been if I'd had that Shredder go face rather than using the Shredder to kill a Boombot earlier? Well, he's got to clear my board though, because I've got lethal next turn. Oh, Flame Tongue Totem. That's one of the nice things about Secrets Paladin. It plays a lot of... This deck plays a lot of sticky minions. So the Shredder there, spawning another minion. Tirion, if he had been silenced, would have spawned a weapon. You know, there are lots of nice things you can do with Secrets Paladin just to stay on board and to stay alive over time. And then there's the burst damage aspect. Blessing of Kings, you know, will give me that burst. Okay, so Lotheb comes down. That's an obvious play. So Lotheb says, I see you. And now we've got Kings. Now, what do we put Blessing of Kings on? We're going to spread our threats here. Let's spread our threats. We haven't got lethal, so we've got to make trades. We have to make trades. He has 6 power on board, 6 attack power, nowhere near enough for lethal, so he's going to have to trade. Hopefully, Lotheb... Will it block out a spell? Well, depends on what spells he's thinking of playing. Can he still play Lightning Storm? Okay, he's valuing a taunt, an 8-cost Feral Spirit. That's possibly prevented him from playing whatever other card it was in his hand there, whatever that is. So I think Lotheb got us value there, really got us value.
The end is close.
Right, Lotheb predicting that the end is close. And do you know what? Looking at this now, what has he got on board? 5, 6, 7. He's got 7 damage on board. He can cast some spells now. He can cast more spells because Lotheb's effect has been used up. It's coming down to a trading game now. Okay, Avenge, where will you go? Okay. 8-5, you can't deal with it. You haven't got the minions on board to deal with it. You've just got 3 attack power. Oh, you've got a taunt. That may help you survive. And there's his own Lotheb. And he trades. Okay. So, lethal is being blocked. So I'm just going to keep playing things. And now, more decision time. Do I trade? No, we go face. Because now I'm challenging him. I'm challenging him to find 10 damage. I'm saying to the Shaman now, find 10 damage. Lightning Storm won't clear this board unless you Lightning Storm and trade. Because the 6-6 and the 2-2 and the 8-5, you know, oh, there it is, okay. So he's going to Lightning Storm with the spell power totem, but he still needs to trade. He still has to trade in. Lotheb's got to be thrown in. Yeah, okay. So we're sort of back to square one now, really. That does nothing. And it's at a point like this that you actually think to yourself, I could lose this game. I could lose this game. Should I have been more aggressive earlier on? Yeah, perhaps I should have been. A couple more aggressive plays may have won me this game. But it's not over yet. So let's see what else I draw into. Depending now, will he please don't play that card. Please hold it back. Whatever that card is, don't play it. Because then at least Divine Favour will draw me 1 card next turn. Oh, he was contemplating the BGH, decided not to play it. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Dr. Boo! Right, surely it's over now. Surely it's over. He gets the Taunt Totem. Fine. Okay, he no longer has a Taunt Totem. And I believe it's over. Yeah, it's over. Oh no, Fire Elemental! He survives another turn! The Shaman lives! Oh no, he dies. Well played.
Well played.
Divine Favour gets us nothing, but True Silver Champion, we run one copy of that card in this deck, it gets us the win. Had we not drawn that True Silver, there's a very real possibility that we would have been locked out of that game. And that's the power of Shaman. I mentioned earlier, those games can go very long, sort of grindy style games where they just go on turn after turn after turn, possibly into fatigue. And soon you get overwhelmed by the totems on board. Okay. Right, so we're at rank 9 in this particular game. So as I said earlier, I'll be showcasing games from different ranks. I recorded somewhere in the region of 50 plus games. So this game, rank 9, is against a hybrid hunter. And it's quite a stressful game because hybrid hunters, they run a lot of the aggressive face hunter cards and a lot of the high value mid-range hunter cards. We're going to play a redemption there because next turn we're going to get a haunted creeper down, and if we can get the creeper killed, it'll come back to life, which is really good.
Put this apple on your head.
Yeah, and that's absolutely fine. Mad Scientist, we can deal with that the turn after next. Yeah, so after this turn, we have the Cog Hammer, and that can kill off the Scientist. Alternatively, muster for battle with the Creeper. Alright, that's fine. Now, here's the problem with playing Redemption. If we play muster, one of our recruits will come back to life probably, and we don't want that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get value out of Redemption.
For justice. I can't do that.
We're going to taunt up the Creeper and kill the Juggler, and now I'm saying to the Hunter, you must kill my Haunted Creeper. But hey, if you kill my Haunted Creeper, it comes back to life. So I get ultimate value. Alternatively, you can kill my Shredder if you somehow bypass my Haunted Creeper. Sure, kill my Shredder. I'm happy to get that back to life. So here I think we just pass because we can't get through Misha. It'd be interesting to speculate about how this game would have turned out if Huffer or Leok had come through there. Right, there's the value. The Creeper comes back. He gets a secret, and unfortunately, we don't know what that secret is. In this early stage of the game, you do question what kind of a hunter it really is. Unleash the Hounds, though, gets him great value. He's actually trading, so he values doing some trading at least. Now, here's my problem. If that's Freezing Trap, my Shredder is going to come back to my hand, and as a hunter, that's how you win games. So what I'm going to do, actually, because I'm so scared of Freezing Trap, I'm contemplating using the Owl first. Okay. And I'm going to attack
For justice.
into the Hounds. Okay. Let's see if this is Freezing Trap. It is. Okay, so it's really good there. Really good that we did that because we get an injured Haunted Creeper back and we can play it. Yeah, it'll be full cost, but we can still play it back at full health. And now we make the trade. So it really heads up play there. I think it was a crucial play in this game. If I'd attacked with a Shredder and if I'd got that back to my hand, we probably would have lost this game. Honestly, we probably would have lost this game. Trading the Shredder into Misha, I think, has helped us tremendously in gaining the board back. And we got a Haunted Creeper out of the Shredder, which is even better. It's tremendous value. Okay, he plays the Creeper, double Creeper. Okay, that's fine. Actually, his board is pretty scary now. Double Creeper is going to get him a lot of value over the course of this game. I could put down my second Haunted Creeper,
Justice.
potentially. Or I could start by clearing, and I think this is really good. Because now when you look at the board state, I'm actually thinking of killing him, of trading into his Creeper there, but no. Because of Noble Sack. When you compare the board states now, it's essentially Creeper versus Creeper and 3 of my 1/1s. And I have a weapon and 2 secrets. I've got the advantage. However, he's just played a secret of his own. If that's Explosive Trap, I'm in a lot of trouble. I'm down to 16, and you must always watch yourself against a hunter, whether it's mid-range face or hybrid or control. You have to watch yourself. Your health total is so important. It really is. Tirion will help my health total later in the next turn, because he'll block damage from the board. But I'm at 16, and I'm actually quite worried. He's at 29. He has a leper gnome on board, so I may as well consider myself to be at 14 health. Okay, taking into account the 2 damage from the leper gnome's death rattle. So I've got to do these trades, and I need to test for the trap. Okay, it is probably Explosive Trap or Bear Trap. My money is on Explosive. It's not Freezing Trap, obviously. It's not. Ooh, and it is. Okay, that's fine. I have to trigger it. I have to trigger it. Some players would be tempted to wait and not trigger it. I had to trigger that trap, and the reason is Tirion is coming down next turn. I know I don't want to put Tyrion's Divine Shield at risk from that trap. There's the Savannah Highmane, so Hybrid Hunter here playing Leper Gnomes and Savannah Highmanes, playing a Face Hunter minion and a Mid-Range Hunter minion. My Tirion blocks his Highmane. The only way he clears it is Unleash the Hounds, Kill Command on Tirion. But he plays Flare. Wow. Do you know what? I'm really lucky there that I hadn't played a Mysterious Challenger and he'd got value from Flare destroying, 4 or 5 secrets. So he just tanked Tirion. That's a good sign. Because now he's still at 18 though, and I'm at 9. How much damage do I have? 3, 4, 9. I've only got 9 damage. It's nowhere near enough to kill him. I may be able to kill him over 2 turns, but I have a feeling I'm dead in 2 turns if I don't kill him quickly, or if I don't trade on the board. This is all I can do. This is all I can do. Trade on the board and pray he doesn't have 4 damage. And I'm saying well played because I think I'm dead. He's got the bow, he's got the weapon, that's 5. He needs 4 more. If he has 4 more damage, I lose this game. Okay, that's not 4 damage. That's not 4 damage. Quick Shot is 3 damage.
Greetings,
and he says, "Greetings, traveller." He needs 1 damage. He's going face. I'm hovering over the concede button because I think I'm dead. But he's holding back. What is that last card? Is it 1 damage? Does that last card do 1 damage with the hero power? Well, thinking about this, he'd have to hero power potentially. Well, no. That card would have to be 3 damage. So he's hero powered. And it's over. Wow. That game came down to the wire. Tremendous. Wow. So good. Okay. Heading into another game. This time, it's a rank 8 game. Me as rank 8 versus a rank 9 player. And as I said earlier, this deck gave me in my first 2 days of play the most, my most impressive win streaks that I've ever had, and I attribute that to this deck not playing Secret Keeper, bizarrely. I actually think, I'm starting to think that Secret Keeper is a liability. The earlier iterations of Secrets Paladin that I played, Secret Keeper either won me the game or lost me the game, because if it was played early and there were enough secrets to go with it, you steamroll. If it arrives in the late game, you're screwed, basically, because it doesn't offer any value if there are no secrets to go with it. Okay, so we've got the Northshire Cleric down on the board there for my opponent. Played it into a Repentance, brought it down to 1 health. That has its advantages, by the way. Clerics can get buffed and then can trade and then can be healed up and then can draw cards. Putting it down with a Repentance is really valuable, I think. Because now look at the value.
Reporting for duty.
The first juggle did it.
Reporting for duty.
So, taking the risk there and playing Knife Juggler on turn 2 allowed us to combo with Muster for Battle, which is sort of like the dream situation for a Paladin in many ways. You know, getting that Muster combo with the Juggler. So important, so valuable. And not only that, I can do it again next turn. Wow, he's healing his face. He didn't play a card. Okay, do I have space on the board? I do, but I'm not.
Reporting for duty.
I'm not.
The battle. The battle.
You see, against a priest, it's a bit like Shaman. Priests have board clears. Shamans have hexes and lightning storms. Priests have holy novas and light bombs, which I think are actually more effective board clears. Well, light bombs certainly very effective. So you don't want to exhaust yourself too soon. And yeah, and there's the holy nova. If I'd played the second muster for battle, I potentially lose this game. Because priests can make ridiculous comebacks. Alright, let's refill the board now. So by holding back on the second muster, I sacrificed 3 damage to his face from the juggles, but I've managed to ensure that I maintain some form of board presence on this next turn.
How many fingers do you see?
How many fingers do you see? I don't see any at the moment. Alright, 7 health Holy Champion. Quite threatening. Now here's a question for you. Do I silence it now or do I wait? It's an interesting question, isn't it? Oh, silence it now then. Why not? And go face.
The battle.
See, there was an argument to holding back, letting that Holy Champion grow a bit, and then bringing down the silence. Thinking maybe he'd commit some buffs to it or some other spells as well. But that's okay. It looks like he's going to clear my board again. He was trying to attack the Creeper. I have a feeling he has a Light Bomb in hand. If he plays Light Bomb, though, the Holy Champion dies. But what choice does he have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 damage incoming. If you Light Bomb here, you take out the Silverhand Recruits and the Owl. You take out the first part of the Shredder. Does he have it? No, Light of the Naru. Alright, it's healing time. And there's the injured Blade Master. Wow, you're healing your Blade Master and not your face. I have 11 damage. Kings would not be lethal. I'd need double kings. Or it'd have to be turn 8 with true silver and kings.
Let me think.
Okay, that's fine. So I've got to trade now. I can't leave his board alive. I have to trade. I'm not too worried about my health total, so I use the weapon there to initiate one part of the trade. Micro Machine is really good if it can stay alive. And there's Dr. 7. It's turn 7, you play Dr. 7, you play Dr. Boom. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's still not lethal though. Actually, it'll be 14 next turn because the Micro Machine will grow by 1 attack.
Is someone injured?
There's another Cleric. This feels too slow to me. Okay, I take that back. He was hoping to play the Cleric, Light Bomb, and then heal it to draw cards next turn. Okay. So the Priest managed to clear most of my board. He cleared Dr. Boom, he cleared the Boom bots, but now I'm putting some more minions down, and this is really my last gasp, really, my last effort to try and win this game. Double Creeper, Shielded Mini, and a Silverhand Recruit. 3 out of those 4 minions are really strong, because, well, the Creepers have got Death Rattle, the Mini-Bot has a shield, well, the Recruit's just sort of standing there, hoping it doesn't get killed. Thought Steal was desperation, a desperation move in my opinion. He didn't play a card. He Thought Stole instead. That tells me something, that either he's very confident about winning this game, or those other cards aren't of much use to him in this situation. That he was hoping to Thought Steal something useful he could use against me. I'm going to ignore his minion. It has 5 health. He has to heal his face now, though, surely. Wait, he's going face? Well, I suppose you do, don't you? What's he going to kill on my board? This is a problem now. And this is how Control Priest gets back into the game. Justicar Trueheart, allowing him to heal for 4 rather than for 2. But hello, Competitive Spirit. 4, 6, 7, 8. Is it lethal? 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is lethal. But what's that secret? What is that secret? It's not Noble Sacrifice. I win. Putting Lotheb down for show. Lotheb sees you, and there we go. We win the game. Got really close there. If he'd found a way of eliminating my board on that last turn, I would have lost this game. Simple. I really would have. Competitive Spirit won me that game. It's not often that I say that about Competitive Spirit. It quite often doesn't get me any value at all, as in value with lots of minions. It usually only procs on 1 or 2. But anyway, this next game is against a Secrets Paladin, and I chose this game. Because this is a Secrets Pally that plays Aldor Peacekeeper, which is different to my deck. So let's see how we fare against this. It's going to be Juggler versus Juggler. It's going to be really interesting. We do have our secret up though, so hopefully no matter what happens we'll get some form of favourable outcome out of this. He's attacking face first because he's trying to check for the secret. It's not, it's not Noble Sacrifice. But he puts his own secret up now, and now I'm afraid of attacking with my Juggler. So I could coin a Shredder, which is really strong. That's not what I was hoping for, though. I was hoping for the Juggle to go into the mini-bot, and I'm scared of his secret. So do you know what? I'm not going to attack. And this is really interesting. Paladin versus Paladin, neither one wanting to attack with a minion because we're scared of what the secrets may be. Okay, and there comes my redemption. We get our Juggler back. Now, what he's hoping for is to play a minion and snipe my Juggler. Oh, wow, he's trading into the Shredder. Oh, wow, okay. Right. That's bad. That means I have to hero power in order to attack. Really? Okay, well, let's hero power because we get a Juggle. All right, that was reasonable. Oh, no, wait. Oh, Avenge? That's all right. We can trade. That's a shame, but we can trade. And we'll play Competitive Spirit. I mean, honestly, forget the last game. When am I actually going to get value with Competitive Spirit, honestly? Let's just may as well play it now and get 2 minions buffed up on our next turn. That's pretty strong in the early game, actually. Look at my hand. We have Lotheb into Dr. Six, the Mysterious Challenger. We've got double Mysterious Challenger. Ah, that's pretty strong.
Reporting for duty.
I saw that.
He saw what now? Okay. And we'll play our secret. So this is a strong board. We know that secret is not Noble Sacrifice. That's pretty good knowledge to have.
Who am I? None of your business.
And he plays his Dr. Six first, and there is sort of a unsaid written law in Hearthstone. This law that says whichever paladin plays Dr. Six first wins the game, because he's that powerful with all of those secrets coming out. So panic stations hit. I'm going to play my Dr. Six.
None of your business.
And there's Repentance. Oh dear. Okay, now the question is, do I attack? No. I do not want to give him value, so I'm not going to attack. What I'm curious over now, though, is whether he'll attack, or is he just going to ignore my board? What's he going to do? Sorry, when I say ignore my board, I mean not attack into my minions, just hold back. Because he doesn't want to prop the secrets. Well, Consecration there, tremendous value for him. Eliminates majority of my board. Brings back a silly silver hand recruit. However, is he still going to ignore?
Follow the rule.
Oh no, there's follow the rules. Aldor Peacekeeper. Really great at neutralizing high attack minions. He does decide to attack now. But I guess you can. You've destroyed all of my secrets. Oh, hello, Dr. 7. Several choices now. I can play another Dr. 6, another Mysterious Challenger. I can play Dr. Boom. Or I could go with a Lotheb. To be honest, I'm facing down a 7-5 and a 3-1. I am feeling quite scared at the moment. And there are secrets up too. And I'm not going to attack. I do not want to proc those secrets. And my philosophy here is do not proc the secrets unless I'm in a position to be able to proc them and have something survive and maintain some form of strong board presence. Okay, he respects Dr. Boom. His challenger is down to 2 health now. This could get very interesting. I think now it is time for me to attack. Actually, I have to. I've got to get rid of that challenger somehow. And the knife juggler, ideally. He plays Secret Keeper. And this is one of the situations where when all of your secrets have been played, Secret Keeper is rather useless. Oh, the juggle hit the bomb. Oh, really? Really? 1 damage? Oh dear. But yeah, situations like this where you play Secret Keeper, it just ends up being a 1-2 body. Okay, 4 on the juggler, that's decent. Yeah, it ends up being a 1-2 body because there are no secrets to play with it. And in the late game or the mid game, that can be a death sentence because your opponent's just playing high-end cards that just knock you down. And there's your 1-2 Secret Keeper staring at you on the board, thinking hello, and it just dies to the likes of Lotheb or Tirion or Shredder or a mini-bot, or I could go on. I got lucky with my juggles there. I got seriously lucky with my juggles. But he still has the 4-4 Secret Keeper. I mean, it got buffed, okay? It got buffed by his secrets proccing. So,
Reporting for duty.
not secrets he played from his hand, I don't believe. So yeah, I'm still not sold on Secret Keeper. Yep, no secrets, just minions. Trade? Sure. Okay. Is it time for Tirion? Or do we go with challenger number 2? Well, we've got a trade. And the Secret Keeper is the, the value trade there. And there's Tirion. Now, he can't kill Tirion with what he's got on board. That makes Tirion infinitely valuable and a possible game-winning play here. So if there's ever any doubt about including Tirion, I think this situation here dispels those doubts. You see, look at what he's having to do. He's just traded in the Creeper to pop the shield. He's just traded in the Shredder, and Tirion is still alive at 2 health. That's value. 2 minions traded in, and Tirion still lives. Okay. We kill off the most threatening minion on his board, and now we contemplate our own board. Challenger, mini bot, hero power.
Don't test me,
Let's go face with Tirion first, because that's going to happen. It is 6 damage. I'm not scared of his 5 damage.
Who am I? None of your business.
Right, we play the Secret Keeper, and there is the Mysterious Challenger, and there is a reason for that. We want to draw out any remaining secrets in our deck so that the Challenger actually gets value. The longer we leave it, the more likely it is we are to draw those secrets into our hand, and then when you do play Challenger, you get no value from it. So, that was the purpose behind that. We're going to save Lotheb. Okay, Noble Sacrifice. Get down. And there's Avenge. Okay, and it actually goes on to the best minion. It goes on to the Divine Shielded mini-bot. So he's going to have a tough time killing that. Okay, he's going to kill Tirion here, you have to. But it doesn't change the fact that there's 11, 12 damage on the board, plus my 5 damage weapon. Okay. Is he going to go face? Yeah, he's trying to heal up. He recognises the importance of healing. I don't have lethal. I do not have lethal. What I do have is 16 damage, though, which means I can kill him in 2 turns. So this is all we're going to do. We're just going to save the owl in case he has his own Tirion. Owls are really important. Super important. They will get you through taunts. They will get you through Tirions. They will save your life when you need them the most. So using the owl carefully there is really, really important. And there we go. So beating this paladin. A Secrets Paladin who played Secret Keeper and Aldor Peacekeeper. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Uther versus Anduin.
All right. So we're going up against a priest.
I will fight with
This is another match that I decided to showcase here. And this is actually the game that takes us to rank 7. Okay. So, Repentance. Do we want to play it? This is the question. Sure.
well met.
Because if he plays a cleric, I'd rather get it down to 1 health. Oh, he plays a zombie chow. That's even better. Because now I can play my mini-bot on the next turn and we can kill the zombie chow in 1 go. And that draw, even better as well, makes the situation even better. Conk Hammer will allow me to protect my mini-bot again with a Divine Shield on the following turn. Ah, Injured Blade Master. Interesting. And he trades. That wasn't the best option because now we can get value. We can kill the Blade Master. Now, I've taken 4 to the face. So some of you may be asking, well, why trade? Well, it's a priest. You keep them, if you let him keep a minion like that on board, he'll start healing it up, buffing it up, and you'll never recover. Okay, Wild Pyromancer. He didn't have a second spell to cast though, so the effect was lost there a little bit. Let's see if we can get some value here on the juggle. Nope. I was hoping that if we got value on the juggle, we'd only have to attack in once to it, maybe with the weapon, and we'd keep our mini-bot alive. No, wasn't to be. But it's okay.
How many fingers do you see?
Holy champion, how many fingers do we see? Now, that minion is ridiculously threatening. Right, we get 1 juggle on it. The question now is, do I kill it? Yeah. Now let's trade in. Let's get value from our juggles. Go on. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The juggler survives and we go face. Okay. there was a reasoning behind doing that. I'm not afraid of Holy Nova because I've got my Mysterious Challenger for this turn. So he didn't Holy Nova. He did what the priest did in one of those earlier games. Heal face and pass. I reckon there's a light bomb in that hand, and I reckon he's waiting for turn 6. Hence why he healed, didn't play a minion. I reckon there's a light bomb. Or a Holy Nova, and he's just waiting to get value on the Holy Nova. There's the light bomb. To be expected. The Juggler was the first minion that was played out of that series of minions, I believe. So I think it's the first one that comes back. And look at that Juggler. It's a 7/4. Deal with that.
Shields off. Red alert.
And we play the face game now. We play the face game. I didn't play, I didn't play the challenger there. There was no need. I mean, the weapon going to the face, I think, is far more valuable.
Change your mind.
Okay, that's the drawback of that play, but it doesn't matter. We were able to damage him enough,
None of your business.
and we win.
For justice.
So going face on that earlier turn paid off with the weapon, enabling lethal, and there we go. Heading into rank 7 with another bonus streak. So yeah, this deck really, 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 really impressive.